In our Sunrise Smart Start, we're going live to Washington, D.C. for the latest on Roe v. Wade.
Our correspondent Hannah Brandt is live this morning in D.C. Hannah, good morning. Supreme Court justices, we have learned, are now being given extra security. What's the concern here, and what's the reaction been from lawmakers?
Allie, Mark, good morning. Well, as you know, this expected ruling has sparked protests across the nation, and that includes right here in Washington, D.C. There have been multiple protests right in front of the Supreme Court, which has caused some concern. So they've put up higher fences in front of the Supreme Court. Like you mentioned, they've stepped up security for justices. Some lawmakers even mentioning that there have been some activists who've released the home addresses of justices to protest at, and that's causing some concern as well. Senator John Cornyn from Texas is introducing a bill to help raise extra security for these justices and to protect them from any threats they might be getting.
And Hannah, in the few days since the leaked opinion, how have lawmakers been gearing up for that expected ruling?
Yeah, well, Democrats are making a push to take some legislative action. They're planning a vote next week for a bill that would guarantee abortion access, but that effort really is doomed to fail because they simply don't have the 60 votes that they'd need to make that happen.
All right, Hannah, thank you so much for your time this morning. A decision in the case had been expected before the court began its summer recess in late June or early July.
We're following some breaking news on this Friday morning as well as here locally. A large police presence overnight in Rochester on the 400 block of Remington Street.
Yeah, Rochester police say this was an officer-involved shooting, but no officer was actually struck. Officers say they responded just after 2 a.m. to Remington Street for a disturbance call. There they found a male suspect who they say shot at officers.
But what I can confirm is that officers did respond here. We did have an exchange of gunfire between the officers and the suspect. At this point, we're working on the circumstances, but no officers have been, or the suspect has been struck by gunfire. So nobody has been struck by gunfire.
The suspect is now in custody. Rochester police will hold a press conference this morning at 10, where we're expected to learn more information about this incident.
Also new this morning, a 24-year-old woman was shot last night in Rochester.
Investigators say this happened on SCIO Street. Police say the woman was brought into the hospital with a gunshot wound to the lower body around 10:45. Her injuries are considered non-life-threatening. No suspects are in custody.
The Florida man facing murder and arson charges in Seneca County is due in court today. Police say 28-year-old Jamie Avery was arrested Tuesday after he tried to set an infant on fire at a gas station in Tyre. Police responded to the Love's truck stop for that report of multiple fires started. Investigators found a 1-year-old covered in a flammable liquid and a 4-year-old in a nearby tractor trailer with head injuries. Both children were hospitalized and are expected to make full recoveries.
Big weekend, James, with Mother's Day and the LILAC Festival kicking off today and decent weather.
Yeah.
No pressure on you.
Thank goodness, right. Yeah, things can really get heated when we're talking about rain for events like this. So glad to say that clouds that do not produce rain are on your screen now. Mostly cloudy skies over Rochester. Even overcast can be pretty. I think that's what we've got this morning. Temperature-wise, we're hanging out right around 50 degrees. We're not going to warm up much today. We'll just get into the mid to upper 50s by the afternoon. A few spots may touch 60. But otherwise, some warmer air ahead. We'll do a bus stop forecast and a last check of the 8-day at the end of the show. Mark, Allie.
All right, James, thank you. One more check of the roads with our sunrise traffic here, and the story is the same. Light volume on the west side of 490 here in your view. No accidents to report on 390, 490, or 590 as you make your way out the door at this hour. Well, as Hallie mentioned, the LILAC Festival kicking off today in Highland Park, the 124th edition.
Dan Gross joining us live once again to give us a look at the fun and to button up our coverage. Good morning, Dan.
Good morning, guys. So great to be joining you here this morning. And joining me again is producer of the LILAC Festival, Jeff Springett. Jeff, we have talked about the Wine Expo, Art in the Park, live music. So I only have one question for you. Today's the day. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good about it. We're ready. The weather's supposed to be great today and this weekend. And we're standing on the VIP party deck right now. and we've got a great view of the stage, and we're excited. We're looking forward to it. A lot of work goes into this, and we're happy to be back.
I was going to say, we almost need you on a kid leash to kind of keep bringing you back in here. Super quick, what's kind of the one thing that you look forward to doing every year? Just super quick before we have to go back to studio.
I think, yeah, having it all come together makes me feel real good. We started to feel that way yesterday. You know, we worked on this probably from mid-September on. Yeah. And we've got a great team of people who help make it happen. And when we've been setting up here since Monday, so lots happened since Monday, and we're ready now.
Well, Jeff, thank you so much for taking a few minutes. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
And we have to say, we will be there, News 8, at the Lilac Festival. We have got our little truck out there, and please come out and say hi. Thank you guys so much for having me join in the morning show. So it's back to you guys in the studio. Dan Gross, News 8.
Dan, we've enjoyed having you on the morning show, and thank you for giving us such a wonderful look at so many things happening at the festival. We have a full guide for you with everything related to the festival over at RochesterFirst.com.
Let's get some news from around the state this morning. The New York State Cannabis Control Board approving 36 more licenses to grow marijuana for adult use.
Another grower from Monroe is on the newly approved list, which when combined with the initial round of licenses brings the total to 88 farmers from across New York who are authorized to grow cannabis. The Office of Cannabis Management received more than 200 applications, and the deadline to submit those applications is June 30th.
As the state works to finish the congressional and Senate redistricting maps, counties may be required to spend more money to run an August primary instead of one in June. The deadline to submit Senate maps was Wednesday. A special master has been appointed to redraw those maps. The Court of Appeals ruled they were created by the state legislature in a fashion that was unconstitutional.
Juneteenth is a national holiday that commemorates the end of slavery, but an Irondequoit town council member claims the town board is proposing to remove the holiday and its funding. But there is another side of the story from town leaders who suggest organizers have not provided required details. Still, the town supervisor says Irondequoit is honoring the holiday.
We're not getting, one, the funding, and two, staff members have been told that they are not to work with me on planning this.
We just need to collaborate, actually meet and discuss, what's going to happen. We want to include all organizations here in town.
Correct narrative.
And Juneteenth dates back to 1865 when people enslaved in Galveston, Texas first learned that slavery had ended. A new mural is going up at East High School in Rochester. It's by the same creators of the Martin Luther King Jr. mural downtown. They're about 4 days into that process, and the 32 by 32 mural will show Malcolm X in his last visit to Rochester before he was assassinated. It will also feature Reverend Franklin Florence and Constance Mitchell, who were instrumental in numerous community programs like free lunch. The artists say it took over a year of planning before they were able to start painting.
Keeping a close eye on Wall Street this morning. The Dow down more than 1,000 points in trading yesterday as worries continue to grow about higher interest rates. How about this? The S&P down 3.5%. The NASDAQ 5%. Its worst sell-off since June of 2020. All right, let's find out what folks will be talking about at the water cooler this morning. A Victor native is headed to Churchill Downs. REYLU Gutierrez will compete in the 148th running of the Kentucky Derby coming up tomorrow. The jockey began his career at Finger Lakes Gaming and Racetrack. It will be his second Triple Crown race since beginning his career in 2017. Gutierrez has racked up 441 wins. Oh, how sweet number 442 would be if he could capture the run for the roses. Yeah, all good thoughts for REYLU, that's for sure. All right, James, is it roses or lilacs for the weekend? What are we doing?
Yeah, I think so. Both. How about that? As we grab our bouquets for our moms this weekend. Bus stop forecast. An easy day weather-wise. I think probably still light jacket worthy as there's a little bit of a chill in the air. Sunrise was at 5:58 this morning. Tomorrow, still numbers down a bit, but really no rain in the forecast. I've got that 30% in there. That's for the Finger Lakes and really south of the Thruway. If you're in Monroe County, you're dry for the next couple days. Sunday, the sun comes out. It's a cold start there, but numbers warm up nicely, 60s, 70s, and then the summer feel begins next week.
We're excited and ready for it, James. Thank you. And thank you so much for watching News 8 at Sunrise.
Our next update is coming up in 30 minutes. CBS Mornings is up next. Have a great day.